Welcome to another free open space in central London, and here we're at the Docklands, and this is Crossrail Gardens. If you've been with us a long time on the channel, not only a massive thank you, but you might recognise Crossrail Gardens because we've been here a couple of times before, but always in the dark. So we thought, right, let's come back in daylight and see what it's really got to offer. And as you can see, it's split into two parts, the west and the east side of it. The roof is one of those that's partly open to the elements, which is great for the trees, but also partly closed. So when it's tipping down with rain, as it quite often is during the sort of the winter, autumn and spring months, you can keep dry by going to certain parts. But it also means that it brings a sort of different atmosphere up here as well, especially at night when all the lights are on. It looks absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, you've got a whole wide variety of plants. Now, this is completely free to come to, and it's above Canary Wharf station, but it's above the station of Crossrail. So if you're thinking Crossrail, never heard of that before, well, the Elizabeth line. If you think of the Elizabeth line, that was the name, Crossrail, that was given to the project for the Elizabeth line, which goes from one side of London to another. So actually, this part was built as part of the Elizabeth line coming to Canary Wharf. You get out at Canary Wharf station and up you go to the top floor, and you've got this beauty waiting for you. Oh, and by the way, there's loads of benches around, so if you come up here, you can just come up here, and if you've got time, you can just sit and watch the world go by and take in these beautiful trees as well. If you're coming up here, it's open every day. It's open until 9 PM or sunset in the summer, so it's going to get later during that time, so you can get some fantastic views across here as well. And it's one of the largest roof gardens in London that's open to the public. Now, I said about relaxing on one of the many benches which are sort of nestled away in the hidden pathways, because not only you've got the main pathway, as you can see here, you've got pathways going off it, so you've got your own private area, which is incredible. You're in central London and you feel like you've got your own private place. But also, sometimes they put on a show in one of the amphitheatres, and there's a couple of amphitheatres that they have here, which you will have seen previously if you've seen our video on the winter lights when we did our walk around Canary Wharf. And actually, funny enough, they had quite a few up here. If you remember back to the beginning of the video, yeah, that was about nearly 3 minutes ago, there was that bit where it said East Meets West. Right, so the reason for that is Crossrail Place sits almost exactly on the Meridian line, and the planting is arranged according to which hemisphere they're on. So you've got Asian plants such as bamboos to the east, and plants such as ferns from the Americas to the west. Also, when you come up here, you'll probably bump into a team of people that are looking after the garden. The garden is always tended. As you can see here on the left-hand side, they're currently reinstalling some different parts in here as well. So they always keep it going. And also, sometimes when you come up here, the flowers on these plants are absolutely incredible. The roof garden was opened as part of the project, and quite early part of it in 2018, sitting at above Canary Wharf station. Now, it's one of the greatest engineering projects of the 21st century. This is the whole Crossrail aspect of it. And placing this here, the idea is to celebrate some of the plants that were brought to London from faraway lands by intrepid explorers in merchant ships. And the roof garden is designed to evoke a ship laden with unusual and exotic specimens from around the globe. So up here, not only have you got plants, but every so often you get something like this, which is a completely different sculpture. And from a distance, it just looks like a post has been put here. When you get up close, yeah, it's sort of shattered in the middle. There we go, that's a different form of art, but it just also adds to the whole atmosphere when you're walking around this garden. And also, as you can see, it is very accessible for everybody, and there are lifts which bring you up here from any of the floors underneath, which all contain different restaurants. If you're coming up here, you can make one that big time of it and then go for a meal or go for a drink, etc. afterwards. And even down below, there's a cinema built as part of Crossrail Place. Something we love doing here at London Visited is bringing you different parts of London that so many people didn't even know existed, even those that live and work locally. So hopefully that's doing that for you, and it's helping you to put it onto your bucket list, so if you do come to London, it's there for you. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and also do give us a thumbs up. Now, the structure of the roof and the sides have been designed to resemble that of what was called a Wardian case. And a Wardian case was used way back, which brought back the different samples from across the world to make sure they were protected to get them back to the UK. Now, you know what it's like. If you're coming up here with a family, you're thinking, oh, that's great, I'm going to love looking around the trees, but are the children going to enjoy it? Well, one of the things you can do is you can go to the canarywharf.com website. Yep, that's it. It's as simple as that. You can go on the section which is Crossrail Place Roof Garden, and you can download an activity sheet for the children to help them spot the different trees, which they can then tick off, which makes it even more interactive when you're pushing around the pushchair or you're just trying to keep people entertained. So, what did you think of Crossrail Gardens? Did you even know it was there? Did you know it had all this to offer for completely free when you're coming into Canary Wharf? Again, another piece of greenery right in the centre of London. And here we're showing you what it was like in the dark when they had the winter lights. And that's the video we're going to leave you with in the top right hand corner, the winter lights down here at Canary Wharf. So click on that and I'll see you in there.